But there were several questions, a number of them, which I'd like to kind of lump together and address. And that had to do with pain in the body. That being related to the pain body. And different parts of the body. Some people had shoulder problems, some people had it in their face, in their hips, and various other places in their body. And as I mentioned, every thought, every emotion, if not processed fully, leaves an imprint in the body. So if there have been any trauma in your life, any just emotions that come up and that you haven't processed, it leaves an imprint in the body. And usually those imprints of emotions have a story. And each time you tell the story, either it's out loud or in your head, okay, we know that one where it goes around. It actually, the energy, because it's every thought and every emotion is energy, the story goes around, and if you believe that story, you believe, the event may have happened to you, yes. But if you actually sort of feed on that and then you allow the story to play around in your head and you tell somebody else, you know what happened to me, or you have this victim role where you just feed on that event, the emotion. And that's what the pain body does. The first time I realized what Eckhart meant, because Eckhart would sometimes say, we will feed the pain body, or you connect with somebody else with a pain body and you feed off of each other. And I didn't really quite understand that. I kind of understood that intellectually. But there was one day where I was meditating and I was watching my pain body arise. So there was some old emotion there. Yes, I have a pain body and it will activate itself. And I was watching it because it was something very old. And something very old sometimes takes a long time to process. If it's been very traumatic, it will take a while in time to process. And then I had the story come up, the memory of the story. And I was able to witness that. And I saw that as soon as the story came up in my mind, it was like this energy ball that came down and fed right into my gut, where I was holding my pain body, where I could feel the pain. I was actually feeling the sensation of pain in my body. And I went, that's what Eckhart means by feeding the pain body. So if the story goes around in your head, keeps going around, and you play it out, it actually then makes this pain body bigger. So I went, okay, all right, now I understand. And then you're able then, that awareness is there that you can drop, you make that decision, and you don't follow the thought. But you stay connected to where you are feeling it internally, because that energy now is blocked in your body and it's something very old. And it has to be felt. You didn't feel it back then, so don't think you're going to get away with not feeling it now as it becomes active. So, and it's not you don't have to create it into a problem. It is not a problem. The mind thinks it's a problem, but it is not a problem. There is enough awareness in you where you are now able to free the pain body. Hallelujah. So when you feel it, hallelujah, really, truly, because your awareness is there and all you just have to do is just feel it. And sometimes it is so intense and The reaction, the habit, is to be able to run away from it because we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to feel it. We go, oh, no, 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 not this, not this. Or when will this stop? As soon as you have those thoughts, you're not in acceptance mode. You're in resistance mode. So the only way out is through. Yes. Yeah, the only way out is through. And will that pain last forever? No. It feels like it will, but it won't. It won't. So we just feel that and allow that, your awareness, the shining the light of consciousness on the energy itself within the body, and then it will dissolve or transmute, transform. It'll change. Maybe it'll start to dissipate, and the energy then can run freely. And then your energy body opens up, and the life force that is naturally and just always here, flowing within, can then flow. And there's a release. Sometimes it's a big release, sometimes it's a quiet release, but there's just a release. Now, it doesn't mean that it won't come up again, because it may come up again. Don't go into your head and think that, okay, well, I forget to feel this once and I want it gone. Usually it doesn't work that way. Life will bring something about to activate that dormant state of pain body so that we can release it and become free human beings. There was one here where somebody had hip replacements, 2 hip replacements, and with something like that, or changing something that's in the body, inviting a foreign object in the body, it takes time for the body then to be able to coexist with something that is foreign, and it will coexist. And there might even be a grieving process because it's a loss of something. It's like losing a limb. So the body experience this, oh, geez, what's going on here? Something's different is happening. And there could be an experience of a loss. And a loss also on the emotional level. So pain can actually be our teacher and our alarm clock. Because when our body's in pain, it's saying, hey, pay attention here. Wake up, don't go away. Feel this, release this. So I invite you to bring that awareness, the acceptance, into your practice when the pain body arises. And then when you think the pain body is completely gone, as Ram Dass says, go home to your parents for a week. Ultimate test. And not just there for a moment and pop out. Stay with them for a week. But life will show you, because we are evolving here, and that evolution calls for the release of all things old, so that we can stand new and fresh with this beautiful vessel that we have been given so that life can bring forth a more conscious way of relating and living in this world.